this is your tongue lock. It's called a coupler lock. Whenever you lock it on the ball, you push forward and down, and when you unlock it, you lift up and pull back. Okay. This is your 7-round. This is what you plug into your vehicle to run your lights, you know, your clearance, brakes, and all that good stuff.
7-round. Okay.
Right. This right here is called a breakaway cable.
Okay.
This is emergency breakaway cable. So if ever it pops off the vehicle, and this will pop out and it will lock your brakes down on your trailer so it doesn't take off beside you.
Oh.
If this does for some reason pop out, you have 10 to 15 minutes to get it back in the hole. It's a little
Before what happened?
like that. If you don't get it back in, it'll burn up the brakes and the battery. So you just slide it back in. Okay, it's not real hard.
So basically, if we're traveling and it comes loose,
It'll shut the brakes down.
so it'll just stop.
Yeah,
basically.
it has to pull hard to get it out of there. I mean,
And if it does pull out, we have 10 minutes to get it back in.
yeah, 10 to 15 minutes. We've had them where people like snagged them when they walked by, and it pulled
I
out.
gotcha.
But you have to pull it pretty hard to get it out of there, especially being new. You do have a dual regulator here. You have two 20-pound tanks.
Propane, is that what that is?
Propane, and they are full. This regulator right here, if it shows clear, it's full. If it shows red, it's empty.
Okay, what does it show here?
It's clear right now. Yeah, it's clear.
Oh, there's a color that pops up
right,
there on
and
that little window.
it'll flip up. It's like orange.
Okay,
you know?
I got you, like kind of a warning light.
Right.
Okay.
It'll tell you if it's empty. Now this shows that it's using this tank.
Oh.
If it runs out, it will not automatically pull from the second one. You actually have to flip it over.
Oh,
to
okay.
the
So
second tank.
you just switch the
just-
lever. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how will we know? Because it'll be red if this one's out, and then when we flip it over, it'll be clear
it'll
again.
Pop, yeah, it'll pop up. The little color thing will disappear.
Okay, and then when it's red again, we know both of them are out.
Right.
But we can go fill that one
Yeah,
up.
you could take
in
this
the
one
meantime.
Right. As soon as you flip it,
You can do one at a time.
Right.
And I guess my husband knows how to just take those off.
Yeah, you just unscrew that, lift this off, and then they come off.
Okay, one at a time, and it's okay to.
Yeah.
It won't like leak the other one out if we take one off.
No.
They're separately
Right.
contained. Okay.
You do have a deep cycle battery.
Okay.
It will charge anytime you're plugged into the truck or the shore cord, the main power cord to your unit.
So it'll keep charged basically all the time except before we use it.
Right. If you're not plugged in.
Okay.
Um,
it's not charging.
Right. It's not charging.
So basically, it's charged once you plug. Today, when he plugs in, it'll be charged because it's plugged in.
It's charged right now.
Okay.
So it is charged, but anytime you're plugged in, it'll keep charging it.
Okay,
I mean, it won't
cool. It'll keep it
overcharge
up.
it, but you have
good to
a
know.
converter in there that converts the power, the shore cord and the 7-way into 12 volt power.
Okay.
Right under here is a fuse.
Okay.
What that is, it's a fuse disconnect for your battery.
Hold this. If we store our unit,
Pull this fuse and it'll
the
stop.
black one,
It's a green.
a green. Okay.
Yeah, you'll pull that fuse and it'll stop the drain off your battery.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that lid back on.
And if we store it for how long?
Well, I mean, like if you put it in storage for, a couple weeks or whatever, you don't want to drain on your battery because your radio and your CO detector will always pull off the battery.
Now, say if we're just, we're at home living and we have this parked at our house, do we just undo the fuse?
If you don't have a plug, if you're not using,
we're not using it for a month.
Yeah, unplug the fuse or else your battery will go down.
What if, because we're not gonna, we're gonna be staying in it for a while, but once we have our house, we won't. You know what I mean? Like every few weeks or maybe every month or something.
Well, if you don't have it plugged in,
oh yeah,
I recommend pulling the fuse.
Okay.
Because your battery in here and your CO detector always pull the power off the battery.
Okay.
So it has 10 hours before it'll go totally dead.
I gotcha.
So if you pull the fuse, it won't drain your battery.
Okay, so it'll save.
Right.
Now, if it drains all the way, how do we charge that? We just plug it in and.
Well, you hopefully you don't drain it all the way.
Oh, okay.
Because you'll have to get a new battery.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
I don't know how all that mechanical.
You can always adapt down to like a 110 plug if you have it at the house, like a regular house plug. Just to trickle charge it.
So a lot of people just leave these plugged in. They're electric all the time.
Right.
Okay.
That way it keeps trickle charging the
Okay.
battery.
Good to know.
So you can plug it to your
There's an
house.
adapter from a 30 to a 110.
The storage.
Okay. Yeah, that's
It's
a nice
all the way through storage.
under the bed.
That little thing right there is your crank for your stabilizer jacks.
The thing. Okay. Yeah, I can see it barely. I see it.
It's a stabilizer
Oh,
jack.
Oh, duh.
That's a stabilizer unit from Rocky.
Okay. It kind of. I'm over here. Lift it. Hi, baby. How many of those are there? Is there just there's
One jack. There's 4 stabilizer jacks,
Okay.
one on each corner of your unit.
Oh, that's the jack.
right.
Is that it?
This is your jack.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay. So
And
you crank those down, but you crank it when it hits the ground. You just crank one more time to tighten it up. That's it. You do not use these as levelers.
Oh, it's not a leveler.
No, it's a stabilizer.
Stabilizer.
Yeah, it keeps it from
Do we
rocking.
need levelers?
The way you level this unit
Higher.
is with level blocks. You level from the door side to the left and right side with the axles, the tires. You level from front to back with the tongue jack.
Okay, so do we need levelizers or whatever?
I'll show you in the store.
Okay.
when we get there.
What you said about the wheels, I have no idea what that means.
That means what you'll do is if it's off, if it needs like one side's lower than the other, the level blocks, you build them up like Legos, and then you roll the trailer up on them, and that lifts it up to where it's level.
How do we know it's level just when it feels level?
Well, you could take a carpenter level, stick it in the
Oh,
door,
okay. I gotcha.
and do the,
Yeah, see if the bubble's in the middle.
Yeah.
So the leveler Lego things that you're talking about, do I buy those?
yeah.
Okay.
There's a coupon in there for buy a 4-pack. Get a
Okay, see,
4-pack
I don't know what
free.
it comes with. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
everything I need. It's plugged into electric right now.
Right.
Okay.
Right. This is the back of your furnace. It does get really hot.
Okay. The actual piece right there
Right.
gets hot, right?
Yeah, so be careful when you're going around this. Okay. This right here is your potable water. It's what it is. It's basically a fresh water tank. It's just a square box.
And that's the thing that's under the couch
Yeah.
that I saw.
Right.
Okay. And how many gallons is
About
that?
40 gallons.
40 gallons. Okay. And the potable means drinkable or just hand
It's
washable?
just, well, it's fresh water. You just put a white hose in
Drinkable?
there. Yeah. I mean, it's out of your,
Whatever we use.
yeah.
Okay, so you can drink that, correct?
If you think, yeah. If you,
I don't like drinking. I drink bottled water.
Yeah, I drink bottled water. I mean,
but we can wash our hands and take baths with it. That's
and
what it's
flush
for.
your toilet and all
Gotcha.
that. Now, this is just like if you're traveling down the road and you need to use the restroom,
Okay.
you can come in here, hit the water pump, and I'll show you the water pump.
Okay, and we always do hit the water pump, meaning push it or whatever.
Right, the water pump, what it does is it sucks the water out of the fresh tank. That way, because it's just a tank, you got to get it out somehow.
Right.
City water, when you're connected directly up to a source of water, it's got pressure behind it, so you don't need the water pump. Okay.
Okay, so
just
when we're
out
not
of-
hooked up,
Right.
that like if we were off grid or something,
Right.
we would need to
Use the
push,
water pump.
use the water pump, and
Right.
you'll show me that. Okay.
Yeah, and that will suck it out of there so that you can actually use the water.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So it'll flush and maybe
Right.
shower or whatever we need it to
Right.
do.
Directly under here, this is called a low point drain valve.
Okay.
What that does is you turn that little knob and it'll drain the tank.
The clean water, the
Right.
potable. Okay.
That
okay.
way you don't have holding water. So like if you go to store it or something, you'd make sure all your tanks are drained.
And we don't want to travel with water, or do we?
You can.
Because then we wouldn't be able to go to the restroom or not.
Right. You have to have water in there to be
A little bit, or do we need
Yeah.
it full? Because people have said don't travel with your tanks full.
Well, that's a weight deal. You
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
You could. I have people that travel with like a half a tank.
Okay, we
You
kind of
know?
guesstimate then.
Yeah.
Kind of. We've got 3 kids, 2
Well,
adults.
then I would do almost a full tank.
Okay.
You
So,
know,
and
because
it's-
I know how much they go to bathroom.
And how much does something like that weigh? 40 gallons. I mean,
I don't know.
see, because I mean,
100 to 200 pounds.
okay, that's good to know
So-
because that could tie into our weight load.
Right.
We just got a Ford Expedition 2003, and we have, you know, it's supposed to be sufficient enough to pull this. Plus,
Right.
I don't know how that works. So.
Right.
Okay.
This is your city water connection.
And I'm glad it's labeled.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
There's a filter on it too.
Yeah.
It's like
it's just a filter.
Yeah.
Now I do recommend getting a water regulator because anything over 60 psi will blow your faucets and your lines. So you put the water, it's just a little
too much pressure.
Right.
Okay, so we want to control that.
You want to maintain a pressure below 60 pounds.
Below 60 pounds.
And
okay.
so a 40 to 50 is what I usually recommend for these because it keeps you at a good pressure.
And do you have those here?
Yeah.
And how do you put that on?
What you do is it's a little brass thing like this. You put it on the water source wherever you get
on the source. Okay.
And then you put your hose to your unit.
Okay.
That way it reduces it at the source and not at your unit.
Good to know.
Because that'll blow up your hose or where your gas gets out quicker if you do
that. Is so helpful.
Your shore cord is about 25 foot.
What's this called?
Shore.
Shore?
Shore. Like beach shore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm very detailed. I need to know.
Your shore cord is about 25 foot.
Okay.
When you go to store this, you just push this in.
Okay.
And then when it gets down to the end where it has the plug, you want to leave the plug in this little opening right
just
here.
the prongs stick inward to the connector, and
just far enough to where the door will
flush. Okay.
Because
and then that goes over the cord when you close it.
Right. If you push that in too far, you have to take this whole thing off to get to it. So that's why I tell people.
Okay. Don't put it through that little little sink holder back thing.
Right.
That's what it looks like, is in your sink.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
we will not. There's a little thing in there. Stay right there on the outside. I see it now.
Right there. So.
Gotcha.
And then this is the back of your refrigerator. There's really not much to it.
Just a vent, or?
Yeah, it's a vent. It's got the electrical system over here and the propane system over here.
Propane for the cookings?
No, the refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
The refrigerator runs off of propane and electric.
Okay. It switches automatically.
Yes.
Okay.
If you have it on auto, it'll switch default to electric every time you plug in. If the power goes off or you unplug, it automatically switches over to propane.
Awesome, and it'll pull from that propane over there.
Correct.
Now, should we always leave it on? Is there a switch you turn it off and on, or just?
I'll show you inside.
Okay.
Yeah, on the inside there is.
And do people normally leave that on all the time?
Well, if you're running down the road, you want your food to stay cold.
Sure. So and if there's not food in it, we just turn it off, so it doesn't waste
propane
cooling or electric or propane, basically.
If you're driving down the road and you got food in there, I recommend it. But
sure.
If you stop off at like a gas station, stop beforehand, turn off your refrigerator long enough to pump your gas, and then when you pull off, turn the refrigerator back on. Because there is a pilot in here.
Oh,
so
geez.
you want to stop before the gas pump.
Oh.
Go inside, shut the refrigerator off.
Okay.
And then when you're done pumping, you could go back in and turn it back on.
Yeah, because that can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Holy crap. So, people really remember to do that every time?
Well, I stress it
wow.
because, that's a pilot. You don't want to blow it.
So before you pull in, if we're going to get gas, turn that sucker off before you get there.
Right.
We need to gas. Okay, turn the pilot off.
Right.
That's something we're going to have to remember.
Right.
So, okay.
This is an exterior shower.
Wow.
The key's inside with the refrigerator.
Okay.
It's this a little silver key.
Yeah.
You open it up, it's got hot and cold.
Oh, how cool.
And it's got a little shower head.
Out here for the beach, and we can spray ourselves off?
Right.
How cool. That's going to be so helpful for 3 kids.
Yeah.
She's my oldest, so we've got little messy babies.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Now that's just for the outside shower.
Right.
We don't. Okay.
That's just outside.
That's cool.
Down here's your sewer system.
Okay.
You'll put the sewer hose on. This is your black tank, and this is your gray.
Okay. The black has the black handle, and the gray has the black.
Right. Well,
the gray.
This one's whiter. That's a black.
Okay.
It also says black up here.
Okay. Duh, that's for dummies like me.
And gray,
RV dummies.
The gray is a smaller pool.
Okay.
It's smaller and
because it's just like your pee. No. Pee goes in the black.
The black
shampoo.
The black is your toilet.
A toilet. I got you.
Okay.
Okay, and that's dishes, water, or
the gray is your shower, sinks.
Just the drainage of that.
Yeah. Anything that's non-toilet.
Okay.
So, you'll drain the gray more than your black.
Okay.
But whenever you go to drain your black, make sure you have water in your gray to flush it out.
Gotcha. Now, is there also another way we can flush it out with clean water? Spray up in there or anything?
I don't see it. You don't have a, yeah, there's a sprayer inside that you can get to run a hose down and spray it out, but.
Where do you run the hose down? The toilet?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to do that.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Otherwise it would get caked up.
Well, you need chemical to break it down, and I'll show you all that.
Okay.
I'll go through that mainly in the store.
Okay.
But you always pull your black first, and then your
first,
gray.
so the gray flushes out.
Right.
Okay.
That way your line is clear.
Actually, the gray would probably be fine because that's not. I was thinking that was TT, but it's not. So it's just
It's just water.
Okay.
It's just
the dirty water.
Yeah.
So I think that would be sufficient enough.
Well, you need chemical.
I mean,
yeah.
Besides the spray water thing that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we'll use the chemical, I promise.
You definitely want chemical because the chemical breaks down your waste.
Oh,
it
of course.
lubes your valves,
That's
cleans
good to
your
know.
cages, and it helps with smell.
Yes.
Now,
when do you put the chemical in?
Every time you have a fresh tank. Like right now, it's fresh. So before you use it, you need to flush 4 times and put chemical in. And that's your toilet.
Every time before you use it, you flush 4 times?
No.
Just the very first time, right?
Okay, when you have a fresh tank, like right now, it's
fresh tank, okay.
There's nothing in it, okay? And then once you put your chemical in, you guys use it, you come out and dump, and reclose it, you go back in and repeat the process of the chemical.
Once you dump, it's empty.
Right.
And how long does it take before, I know.
It just depends on how much potty.
I know, but I'm saying, okay, say a family of 5 and we use it, that's all we use to go to the restroom. Like the most we would have to, daily, week, I don't know.
It just depends on how much it fills.
How do you know how much? Oh, you can see. Yeah. Okay, I thought you had to guesstimate.
No. This is your cable satellite input. So if you get to a campground that has a cable capability, you connect your coax here to their, wherever their output is. And then when you're inside, I'll show you how to set it up for cable.
Okay.
And satellite's the same thing. You run a coax here to the satellite system.
The cord that plugs in with the little prong?
Yeah, the coax. Yeah.
Coax?
Yeah.
And there's one of those other stabilizing jacks.
Right.
Okay.
Your bumper is where you would store your sewer hose.
Bumper? Where's that? Right there. Okay, that's what I was
You pull the end
wondering
off.
if that can. Okay.
Yeah.
It just pops off.
Yeah, you just
It
pop
comes off a little too easy, doesn't it?
No, I had a pull.
Okay. I was like, somebody's just going to come open that and we're going to lose our hose. Now that's our sewer hose, correct?
Right. And the sewer hose, I recommend you can fit all of it, but the very bottom part of the elbow in it. And that elbow comes apart in half, so you can fit the top half all the way down to the end that connects to the tray. I'll show you.
Okay, and the other part that we take off, we just keep in the trailer?
I put it in a gallon-size Ziploc, and then just stick it in your storage.
Oh, okay, because you don't want that inside.
Yeah, it's only that big.
Now, that's the stuff that this waste will pour out of? Ooh.
Yeah,
so we can spray it off
Yeah.
with our shower thing out there?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's why you want to put it in your bumper.
Oh. But you're saying the other one we just put in storage, and it's still gross, so isn't it?
Yeah, but
it won't fit in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what?
This is your water heater. Okay, you do have water in there. So I'll get them to winterize it.
Wait, okay, I wonder why he said it was winterized already.
Well, it probably was, and then we pressure checked everything, but we'll winterize it again. Don't worry.
Can you show me how to winterize? Can I winterize it at home?
You probably could.
I mean,
but you'd have to. This is your pressure release valve. You'd pull that first, and then you
just pull it out.
No, you just pull it.
Yeah.
Pull
it out
and hold it to get the pressure, so it doesn't squirt you whenever you open up your drain valve. And it'll drain all the water out.
How do you do that? Twist it?
You unscrew that. You get a little wrench and
okay.
unscrew it. And just let the water drain out. This lid goes all the way open. Just let it run out. It won't affect anything in here.
That's what I was going to ask.
I get asked that a lot. So,
yeah.
But you just let it drain. That's all you have to do on that. And on the back side is where you have to turn your valves to do a bypass and all that.
Okay. Now, quick, that red thing back there behind the blue valve that you showed me. Yeah, there's a red thing. What is that?
That's just a cap.
Okay. So only thing we would need to do here is pull that out and hold it the whole time.
No, you just pull it and release the pressure and then open that.
Flip it backwards, you mean?
No,
it stays by itself.
You just open it.
Oh, you don't leave it open.
No. And then you open that.
So we could open that right now and it would drain. We already released the pressure.
Right. And you have more storage over here.
Okay. Oh, sweet. This is just a pass-through kind of. No,
this is underneath your bunk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or your
hold-ups for the
brackets.
that. Okay.
You do have 110 plugs out here. They
Okay.
are all connected to the GFI inside.
What's GFI?
That's a safety plug that you have in your bathroom that has a reset. You know, like in your house, you have a reset.
Oh, yes,
button.
yes.
That's a GFI.
Okay.
So if your plugs out here quit working, just go inside to the
push
GFI and hit reset. Yeah.
I've done that before at the house,
Yeah.
so we've got that at our house
Yeah.
now. So
That's what
we can handle that.
Yeah.
It smells like fried chicken.
I know, it's a dog food plant.
Gross! That's disgusting.
What?
It smells like good. I was getting ready to get hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry already.
You do
Oh
have the
my
two
God.
exterior speakers.
Oh, for radio?
For radio.
Ooh, sweet. So if we're out with the under the awning, ooh, that does smell like dog food now that you said that. Ew!
Your stairs,
Ugh.
you fold the bottom one up
Uh-huh.
first and just push in with the,
Okay.
it comes,
That was
and then you
simple.
pull it out. You just go in reverse.
Can you buy, or do you have to buy a whole new steps to
You
have that third?
buy a whole new
You
set.
can't, it's weird that you can't just buy one of these, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to buy the whole set.
That's okay. I think we can live with that for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm such a klutz.
You can actually get an extra step.
And just put it-
and just put
Oh!
it down on the ground.
They are made for these?
Well, I mean, a lot of people, we have them inside. They're just like a steps.
Yeah, you would like a little block you would put down that doesn't slip or whatever.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
like a
there's
rubber
There's
or.
a metal one that I like
Mhm.
that's actually as wide as
Because if
a
we're
step.
staying somewhere, that would really be
Yeah.
worth it, I think.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
But, and it has different levels.
Okay.
You know, so you can set it.
Yeah.
This right here
Uh-huh.
is called the door latch.
Yes, that's
You
what we were
actually
looking.
slide this into that hole and it holds the door open.
You slide it in and then down. I can see
Right.
how it will hold it down
Right.
there. Okay. Good.
Okay. And I think that's it on the outside except for the awning. First things first, there is a fire extinguisher behind your umbrella.
Of course, I put it right in. Okay, I gotcha.
It is
I
a
see how you are.
brand new one,
Okay.
so you do have that. They actually have instructions on them.
Okay, so we can read, so that's
What
good.
you do is when you do a fire extinguisher,
Mhm.
when you do this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pop this off, take this off.
It just pops off like a
Right.
belt. Okay.
Right. And then you're gonna grab it, you're gonna pull your pin,
Mhm.
and then unlock, you'll have to break the lock. But
You pull the pin and then break the lock, pushing the green button.
right here. See, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull that pin, and if the fire, what you're wanting to do is aim for the bottom
Okay.
of the
Right.
fire, not the top, the
Uh-huh.
bottom. And so you'll push this down and squirt the bottom of
Uh-huh.
the fire, and then that'll put it out.
So you pull this first and then break that.
Well, that's I mean, it'll
It'll break by itself.
Yeah.
When you push it. I
Right.
gotcha. Okay. So yeah, and now if you use that, if you need to use that once or twice, you can reuse it.
No, you need to replace it. Once
Yeah.
you've used it, you need to replace it.
Okay, and those you can get anywhere, or just
Yeah.
you have to get them here.
No, you
This
can
is the
get
right
them.
size or whatever. Okay.
We have them Walmart, any fire.
Oh, okay.
thing.
Gotcha.
Your awning is right here.
Okay. Electric.
Yeah.
It has to be plugged into electric to do that, or not propane.
Well, you can actually run this off a 12 volt
12 volt.
battery power.
A battery.
Yeah.
Okay. The battery that we have already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me see. Ooh.
Push down. Yeah.
Very cool.
Now, if it's raining, go ahead and put it out.
Put it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
That's neat.
If it starts raining on you, keep going.
Oh wow.
Keep going.
Oh wow. I didn't realize it kept going. I think it's longer than I thought. Let me come out here.
Okay, right about. No, keep going. Keep going. Right there. That's as far as you want to go with it.
Yeah, because you don't want to pull it too taut and
Right.
rip it from it.
Now, if it starts raining like that, and
Uh-huh.
there's water on it, you want to pull down
Oh.
so that it'll drain the water off
Yes.
before you put it on.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we don't want to go further than that.
because if water starts building up on it, it'll start bowing,
Yeah,
and it'll rip it right off the hook.
Okay. So we don't want to extend it to where those are all the way straight or anything. We just watch
that's
the
as,
end.
That's as far as, when you see that silver
Uh-huh.
tube,
Disappear.
that's
Okay.
as far as you want to go.
Well, I can just see my kids accidentally, what's this? You know, and we would never know because we're inside.
It'll start rolling. the wrong
Okay, let
way.
Mama come in now.
Because if you'll roll it wrong, and then they'll tighten too tight. And
Oh, you don't want to roll it in too tight either, do you? Or will it stop?
in is fine. It'll stop.
Okay, good.
It only goes so far.
Okay, I heard it.
But if you roll it out, it'll start rolling backwards.
Ooh.
and then it'll pull off the roof.
Yes, yes.
So
We don't want that.
this is your outside porch light. That's your porch light.
The ones that you had on out there. I saw them on.
That one by the door.
Oh, okay. No, I saw some on the side there. That's not my porch light. Sorry. Is it?
Oh. See, that's your
I saw it on.
porch light right
Can
there.
you see it through here?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I need to be able to see it through there.
Yeah, it's that yellow light.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that, I believe. That's cool.
Okay.
And you turn that off when you're riding.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
turn
you
that
want all your lights off when you're riding.
Okay.
Down here is your CO2 detector. That's your carbon
Oh,
dioxide.
good.
That thing will go off when you spray anything aerosol.
Oh, no.
So if you have hairspray, Pam.
I don't use hairspray, but I'm thinking, we use, I'm not going to use aerosol as much, so that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, good to know.
Like when you're cleaning supplies,
Yes,
if it's aerosol,
yeah.
it'll trigger.
I'll just get the pump sprays. That's probably what I'll invest in for the
This
trailer.
is your furnace.
Furnace, okay. I was thinking that was the air for some reason.
No, this is your furnace.
And that comes out
This
the
is
floor.
This is off. That's on.
Off to the right. Okay.
Hello.
Off. On.
That's fine. We're still doing the show through. Okay. Bye.
Tell her it was for a newbie and she'll understand.
Oh no, that was Ricky, the guy.
Or he'll.
Yeah. This
Okay.
right down under here is your temperature. You know, like if you're the higher.
That's
this-
hotter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you. Your radio.
And I didn't see that the other day, which is nice that we have one.
You do have a remote.
So that's for the radio, or
Yeah. That's
Okay.
for your radio. Your radio is also a DVD player.
oh
No, not this one.
Oh,
It does have a
you
sound
tricked
card.
us. Oh well, we don't listen to DVDs. Oh, DVDs.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it has the USB
So we don't have a DVD.
CD player. It has a CD. It says CD player.
Where's the CD player? I
Yeah.
don't see it.
It's
No.
in a CD player. I'll have to let them know that, so we'll have to
Okay.
get one in. Because see, it's supposed to be.
And when they do my deal, they can. Now, we really would. Now we would want to watch DVDs. How can they put one of those in there too?
Well, yeah, this one's just a. It's supposed to. Oh, no CD player.
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay. My glasses are all fogged.
Oh,
So I can't read.
I understand. You're
USB
fine.
import, 240 watts. Okay, so it's just got your annex. You could do a sound card MP3 or WMA, whatever that is. But you know, so there's a sound card port on the back.
I don't even know what that is. My husband does though.
Your USB port right here, so you can plug in like an iPhone, or
To charge it?
no,
no?
to play it.
Play it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That'll work. Thank you, honey. Oh,
Right here is your TV, where you put your bracket for a TV.
Oh, right there on that wall. Okay.
Right. It'll be, has a support wall behind here about yay big.
Good.
Not very much bigger than that sticker. So you want to stay within that area.
Where you're putting your brackets?
Yeah.
Or your screws or whatever?
Yeah, for the screws, because that's the support wall.
So basically you need a small screen.
Right. Well, you can do a big screen. Your bracket has to.
Well, it has
fit.
to be small enough to fit on that wall.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You probably could get it like a 20.
That's pretty small is what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Totally cool. Okay.
Now, this is where you'll plug it in.
Okay.
This is your antenna port. And this is satellite, and that's cable. So your coax from your TV, if you run off the antenna.
And the
will be-
antenna, there's one.
Yeah, I'll show you that.
So we don't even have to have
No.
cable or satellite? Okay.
You'll just have
Local.
Anytime you go to a different place, you go to channel, your channel setup, and hit auto search, and
Okay.
it'll search.
Through your TV remote.
Right.
Okay.
This little button here is called a booster.
Oh, okay. There's a button.
Yeah,
A black button.
right above my
Okay,
finger.
I see.
When that little green light's on, that means the booster button's on. You turn it off, and it means it comes off. What that is it takes all the electricity in the unit and makes it into an antenna. So it boosts the signal of your antenna, to be able to get it. The signal.
And that's only when you're watching TV.
Right.
You don't need it on, otherwise it's wasting.
Right. I mean,
Okay.
you know,
It's like turning it off and on when you're watching TV.
right. And a lot of people just leave it on,
Oh.
so they don't have to worry about it. You
Okay.
know? Because once you've got it connected up, you know, you don't really want to have to worry about stuff like that. So you could.
Oh. So it's okay. It won't drain.
No. The only thing that will drain is this radio and that CO detector.
Okay.
But
Oh, inside you mean? Okay.
yeah. But yeah, this right here is so you can move your cable from your antenna to satellite or cable.
Wait, the gray cord you mean?
Yeah, this is just a pigtail.
Oh, you have it closed off.
Right.
So basically, you would plug
whatever coax is running from your TV over, and if you guys are connected up to cable outside,
we would put it into
then you would put it here.
the top.
Right.
The satellite's on the bottom.
Well, usually satellite's on top and the cable's on bottom.
Oh.
So.
Does it matter which is which, or does it say on there?
It probably say in your manual.
Okay.
But
that's important. It has to be in the right one.
Yeah. Yeah. If you plug it in and it's cable, I'm gonna put your remote up there.
Oh, okay. Well, we would have been looking for it.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even have known to add a remote had you not said.
Well, yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. Why are they still living in the 80s? They don't have a remote.
Right.
Just kidding.
But yeah, usually normally the top one's satellite, the bottom one's cable. So
okay. Yeah, I might look into them putting maybe if they can put a DVD, or I don't know if they're able to put a DVD, or how would we watch like DVDs if the kids want to watch
you
movies?
would just plug it up to the TV.
I mean, if we don't have a DVD in that.
Well, I mean, if you get a, you'd have to get a DVD player
With the TV. In the TV? Or no, separate?
Either or.
Okay. Yeah, they don't come with, I don't think, in the TVs.
Some of them do.
The new ones?
I don't know. You'll have to just look.
Okay. I've
Yeah.
never seen such a thing. It's been so long since I've bought
Usually
anything.
if they do, they're in the side back of the TV. The DVD player.
Oh, that's a good thing. Kind of a hidden.
Right. And since we're on the TV.
Say if we did have to buy a DVD player or something for the kids, would we store it in the cabinet?
Wherever you want to store it. That's up to you.
I mean, but you would have to store it in a cabinet.
Right.
Okay.
A lot of people put them in cabinets.
I might just...
Or they just connect them up and set them on the table while they're watching it.
That's
And
a good
then they
idea.
disconnect it.
Good.
And then they...
That's smart.
Right up here is your antenna.
Oh.
Since we're on the TV.
Sure.
What you'll do is you'll crank this
Okay.
all the way until it stops.
And you can see it unscrewing.
Right.
Or no, you can't.
It's lifting.
Okay.
It's lifting your antenna up. Okay, to get better signal, you pull this down.
The little
and
plate down. Okay.
Yeah, and you rotate. It's stuck. I'll have to have them. Anyway, it does rotate, and it's stuck for some reason. I'll have to get them to come out here and figure out why. But it will rotate.
It stopped all the way,
Yeah.
so it won't. Okay, so we need to be writing these things down. Grace.
I'm fixing the call.
So we got check about. Oh no, the CD player. No, that's something that I would have to do extra. But
Yeah. Let me call her.
okay.
But to put it down, you do it the opposite direction.
And it'll stop.
Yeah, you'll hear a thunk.
Like it hits the top.
Mm-hmm.
We heard it, and
and
it
then-
stops,
yeah.
and then you stop. Okay.
Right. Well, you'll push it just a little bit more.
Okay, just to kind of tighten it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, Grace. See these buttons here? Hands off. Absolutely not. You will tear the trailer up if you touch these buttons.
Yes, ma'am.
This one right here.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a no. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, the antenna will not rotate in the straight light. And okay, and also this unit was supposed to be winterized. Yeah. All right, we're still doing the show through, but I just want to let you know. Okay. All right, great. Okay. I don't like having more than 2 issues before I call somebody and have them start taking care of it.
Hey, winterize. That's just I'm just concerned about. Say if we have it winterized and we need to use it like in a weekend or something. You'll show me how to. Or no, you already showed me that.
Right under here.
Never mind. We can just do it ourselves though. That goes
Right
to
under
that
here,
storage.
There's a
Hang on, let me.
the valves over here on
Under the bunk.
on the bunk are low point drains for your lines, your water lines, your hot and cold. You'll pull those to drain your water lines. Okay?
After we drain the water.
Okay, the other one is for just your potable water. This is for your hot and cold water lines.
Oh.
Okay?
Yes.
Those valves over there, right now they're open. So it's filling your water tank.
Okay.
So when you go to de-winterize, that's the way you want to see the valves, the way they are right now.
Sideways.
Well,
When they're full.
The top valve
I see it.
is open. The bottom valve is open. The one in the center is closed. Okay, the one in the center is your bypass valve. So when you go to when we go to winterize, what we're gonna do after we drain everything, we're gonna flip those valves opposite of how they are right now. So the top and bottom will be closed, and the one in the middle will be open.
Okay.
So that way the antifreeze will.
Because we don't want to put antifreeze in our
Water heater.
So we needed that.
You need to put the bypass on. Okay.
Okay. The middle one.
Well, you want the top two to be across the pipe, and then the middle one being with the pipe. Because if it's with the pipe,
If it's
open.
winterized or not winterized?
When you winterize it.
Okay.
If it's unwinterized, the top and bottom will be across. I mean, no, sorry. Repeat.
When you winterize it,
Okay, like right now, it's non-winterized.
it has water in it. Okay.
It has water. So the top valve is with the pipe. That means it's open.
Okay.
The bottom valve is with the pipe. It means it's open.
Oh, like parallel with
the
it.
middle is across the pipe, and so that means it's closed.
It is crossed now?
Yeah.
I thought it was like laying like that. Maybe I'm wrong. That middle, the middle one, right? Oh, I see, because that pipe's going up and down.
Right.
Okay, I totally gotcha.
Yeah.
It has to do with how it lays against the pipe, not
Right.
just in general.
Right.
Gotcha.
So when we winterize it, what's going to happen is the top and bottom are going to be like that middle one.
They're going to be crossing the pipe that they're laying on.
Right, and they'll be closed.
Okay.
And then that middle one's going to be with the pipe, and it'll be open.
Letting the antifreeze, because that's your antifreeze pipe
Right.
up and down.
They'll be-
and your water pipes go horizontal. Is that correct? Hot and cold.
So all your antifreeze, what we're going to do is run the antifreeze through your lines,
get it.
up through the bypass, and right past your water heater.
Okay.
Okay.
And now, do we want to winterize the vehicle if we're not going to use it and we think it's going to get cold later in the week?
I would recommend it.
Okay.
Now to run the antifreeze through the lines,
Okay.
you have this little fun hose here.
Okay.
That goes to your water pump. I'm going to move it so you can see it.
Sure.
That's your water pump. There's also
Which one?
that
Oh, okay,
other-
that pump down there.
There's two valves. Come this way a little, so you can actually see.
Oh.
If you go underneath there, there's two valves on in. They're open right now so that the water goes through the water pump to the to the line.
The valves right here, these black handles right here and here.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so when we go to winterize, you're going to turn those valves the opposite direction so it pulls out of this clear hose instead of out of the fresh tank. Because right now it's pulling out of the fresh tank. So you're going to do the same thing with these as you did with the water heater and flip them so that it pulls from the clear hose.
So this one is crosswise with the clear hose, which means,
It's closed.
and this one is with the way the pipe is, it's
It's open.
parallel with it, and it's open.
Right, and so when you go to winterize, you're going to switch those.
Okay.
Okay? You're going to take this clear hose and stick it in antifreeze. Okay?
Where is it loose? Oh, okay, it's a loose hose.
Yeah, and you stick it in the gallon jug of antifreeze. Okay?
Just regular, like car antifreeze?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
RV Marine antifreeze. It's pink. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a non-toxic antifreeze.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I don't think you can buy antifreeze now. When I was young, you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can just
Yeah.
go buy it anymore.
Yeah, you can buy that. RV
You can buy that
Marine.
here. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you for. I'd be like going to some car deal. How do I get antifreeze from you?
Right.
Okay. Good to know.
So that will go in the gallon jug of antifreeze.
You just dip it in.
You put the hose in there.
Okay.
Just stick
Yep.
it in there.
Just
And then
leave
you-
it.
Then you come up here and you hit.
Good luck getting up. No.
Yeah.
My boot's slipping around.
Then you hit your water pump. That's your water pump.
Okay.
That's that little motor underneath there.
And that's doing what?
That right there is so you can run your pot right now on potable water.
Coming out of that tank that's below us.
Right.
That's in the jackknife couch,
Right.
right? Okay, now anytime we're using that water, we need, this is the pump you were talking about that
Right.
forces the water up through.
That's that little motor underneath there. That's called the water pump.
Okay.
You
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Okay,
And that
so-
pumps the water to your faucets
Right.
and whatnot.
And when you have it in the jug antifreeze, it's going to suck it out of the jug antifreeze for you and run it through all your lines as long as you have the faucets on and the toilet on and all that. So once you
It's running along with it,
Right.
but it has to be open.
everything, these have to be open. That's when, I was telling you the clear hose goes in the jug. You turn the valve.
You turn the whenever the hose is, that clear hose is in the jug of antifreeze,
Right.
the valve needs to be turned the opposite way of what it is now.
Right.
So that way it all runs together.
Just like it's pulling out of the fresh tank, it'll pull out of the antifreeze.
Yeah, so you want the all of them open so the water and the antifreeze run together.
No. You want to close off your fresh tank
Okay.
and you want to open your
This is when you're emptying it.
No.
Okay.
When you want to winterize.
Winterize. So,
Okay. You're going to switch the way the valves are right now.
Right.
Okay. Run that into your antifreeze.
Mhm.
Okay.
Isn't that the same thing as emptying it?
Emptying the antifreeze?
No, the
No.
water.
No.
Oh,
You
I
do
thought-
that. Do that over there at the water heater.
Okay. Emptying the. Okay. I gotcha. Never mind.
Yeah. To empty the tank is outside.
Okay.
But to run the antifreeze through your lines, you turn on your faucets on the cold.
Oh.
Okay. Both faucets, and then you flush your toilet until everything comes out pink. Run it for a few minutes so the pink goes into the drain. The traps in the drain.
Okay.
But that's it. That's it on.
Okay.
It'll take about 1.5 gallons of antifreeze.
And that's what we're doing if we are flushing the lines out. No.
if you're winterizing.
Okay.
And adding antifreeze to your line.
Okay. Emptying the water.
Yeah, you'll drain the water out. That's what.
Okay, I think that's what I was trying to ask you
That's
earlier.
what the two lines, on the corner. Those
This
two,
all ties in to winterizing and not winterizing and
Right.
filling up.
There's this in the corner.
Yes,
over
back
there's,
there.
There's those two that were sticking. You'll pull those, and those will drain your water lines out. All the water out of your lines.
Stop.
Okay, and then you'll push those back down when all the water's drained out.
Okay.
So it closes your lines back up.
Okay.
And then you'll drain your water tank, turn your bypasses on. Okay. And then once all your water's drained out, you turn your bypasses so you can run your antifreeze through your lines and through this clear hose. Okay, so you have no water right now. You have that clear hose in your antifreeze bottle. You turn on your faucets. Mainly your cold because you won't have any hot.
Right.
And then it'll start the antifreeze through the lines, and then you'll start seeing pink.
Okay, so you know the water's out and the
Right.
antifreeze is in.
Right, and then you run it for a few more minutes so it goes down into the traps. Okay?
Because you want antifreeze in the traps.
Right.
To keep them winterized.
Because no matter how much you drain,
keep it from freezing.
it's curved like this, and there's going to be residual of water in those
Correct,
traps,
and you want
so-
the majority to be the antifreeze.
Right, and
for
it's
all of
always
it.
good to run antifreeze through your water pump so it doesn't break, because there's water inside your water pump.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and now to do that, how would you do that? Just keep letting it run?
Well, that's when you run antifreeze through that hose, it goes through your water pump.
So that'll be okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Well, I have some people ask if they could just pour it in the traps, and I don't recommend
Oh,
that.
okay. I
You
see.
know.
And the traps are down here.
Right.
Just in the sink here.
Right.
But that'll by it pouring out, it'll catch it.
Right. And if you flush your toilet until it comes out pink too, they'll protect the little water valve in the back of the toilet that usually breaks or freezes. That's about the main thing that freezes and
Okay,
breaks.
the toilet. And what you're going to show me that part that freeze that we need to do?
Back behind here there's a valve that if you don't winterize it correctly, it will break. It's down.
Oh, there's an actual valve.
Yeah, down by the floor down there.
Okay.
Okay.
I see it.
Yeah. That will be the only, that and the water pump are the two most high breakable things when it comes to freezing.
Okay.
So if you don't run the water through the lines.
Do we do anything with the valve at all?
No.
At all, ever? It stays that way?
Yeah.
Okay,
Unless it breaks and you use it.
Okay, yeah.
No.
We won't try to do that.
Okay. Now your toilet is a floor flush toilet. It's right there. It's a right foot. What you do on this is that you'll halfway fill
Before you go?
all the way flushes. Yeah. So if you want water in the toilet,
Yeah, when you go potty.
you just push it down a little bit, fills it up, and then you can do your business, and then all the way to flush.
Okay, good to know.
You know the kids are gonna play with this.
Not if they know it's good for them. They're gonna waste my water.
Your shower is just like any shower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mama will be squeezing in there.
Right.
I love my bath.
I know the feeling.
I take a bath about every day.
Oh, I did.
Hot, scalding.
Yeah, this better be hot.